We don't use cash envelopes.
Nope. Hey, Frugal Peeps, Joel and Christy here, and what are we doing today?
Today we're going to tell you why we don't use cash envelopes. As a note, that doesn't mean that if you use cash envelopes, you should stop.
That's right. We're just going to tell you why we don't, why it's not a thing for us.
Right.
We're going to share with you 4 things today as to why we don't use cash envelopes. And number 1 is that I'll probably spend it. Now, that's just the truth. I rarely hold cash in my wallet, rarely, because if it's there, I'm more likely to spend it. I'm not as bad as I used to be, because actually there's $200 over in the cabinet, right over there. It's right over there in the cabinet. It's been there for almost a year, right over there. See, it's right there. It's right there. And it's been there, like I said, for almost a year. It was a hurricane. It's our hurricane cash, and it's still over there. So I have been in the past been known to spend money if it's in my wallet, or if I know it's there, or I remember it's there. And this is not emotional attachment. No. Some people think that that it's harder. A lot of people think it's harder to spend money when it's cash than it is handing people a credit card. Not for me. Especially if it's cash in my wallet. It's easier for me to hand over cash than it is to hand over a credit card. So,
you know that phrase is burning a hole in my pocket. He's one of the people that, yeah. And it's good to know how you feel about it, if there's an emotional attachment, or if there's a limitation that you may have, or something that makes you stop and think, I am that person who would spend it if I had it. Then the way you handle it needs to be different.
Yeah.
Number 2 is credit protection. And this is basically just like saying, you know how if someone uses your credit card, if somebody steals it, then you're able to stop the credit card by just calling the company. And you can even dispute the charges as not being charges that you actually paid for, and they have to correct it.
That's right. Number 3 is that you're less vulnerable to theft. Now, we've watched some YouTube videos before where people just talk about taking the envelope of cash with them when they go to the grocery store, and that's fine for you if you can do that. But for me, and we don't really live in an area where we're prone to theft here, but I would rather not go out of my house with $500 in my wallet or in her purse or something like that.
What purse?
Yeah, just for fear that if it gets stolen, then it's just gone. So you're less vulnerable if you're out flashing money around, like flashing cash around at places. People might see that and say, "Oh, that might be a good person to rob."
Yeah.
So that's one reason why it's not for us.
For us, it's a security kind of thing. It makes us feel more secure. I take with me, he made the joke he said that about my purse. I don't carry a purse. No. I have a wallet that's about this big, and I just slip it in a pocket. And so I'm very inconspicuous about money. People rarely see me even take my wallet out of my pocket, so people don't know I even have anything on me other than a phone.
That's right.
Our 4th and final one is credit card rewards points. We do use credit cards in a way that we use the credit card and then we pay for it every month before it's due, but we get rewards points on it, so we're able to cash it in later. We did that last year with my credit card. We used it for all of our grocery shopping, and then in the month of December, we cashed in all of our rewards points that we got on the credit card and used that in December, so that we barely spent any money on groceries in December because we used all those rewards points.
That's right.
Between that and some app rewards. So that's one thing. And then he also uses rewards on, it's a credit card that he uses for work, but he gets the rewards points for flights, travel through Delta. And then there's one other one he uses, and we get Amazon rewards points off of that. So yeah, we like to use our credit cards in that manner, that we will get some of our money back on the purchases that we were going to make anyway. If you are, you know, thinking about doing anything like that, it's just like we talked about with the cash in the beginning. Know yourself and know if you're the kind of person who can use a credit card and pay it off in the same month. If you're the kind of person who might go crazy, start buying stuff that you can't afford to pay in the same month, then don't go for credit cards. But in that way, if you know you can handle credit cards, it's a good way to get some of your money back.
That's right. All right, and so drop us some comments below and let us know if you are cash envelopes yes or cash envelopes no, and give us the reasons why. We'd love to hear those in the comment section below.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to do it today for Saving Money for the Long Run with Joel and Christy. And don't forget, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.